Hi, my name's Gary and welcome to our food tour of Budapest. Here we go, arriving in Budapest about 4:30. My wife had some great deals on the flights, £45 each return. We've got the bus into Budapest, which is about £5 each. Budapest is split into two halves. One side of the river is Buda and the other half is Pest. We landed in Pest and the town centre and had about 5 to 6 minute walk to our hotel. And heading into the city was a beautiful walk just as the sun was going down in the golden hour. As we reached the river, we were greeted by the majestic view of the Buda Castle. We got a great deal on the Intercontinental Hotel in Budapest, and that's where we're staying for the first 2 nights. The hotel overlooks the River Danube and the castle over the other side. The Intercontinental is part of the IGH group, and we headed into the 5-star lobby to check into our room. And after a long flight and long walk, there's nothing quite like checking into your hotel room. So we headed up to the 4th floor to check out the views from our bedroom. Flicking the lights on and seeing our room for the first time, our bedroom overlooked the great big wheel in the centre of Budapest. The room is as you would imagine for a 5-star hotel in the Intercontinental. Nice sized bed, all the facilities, coffee, minibar, safe, etc. And our room overlooked the local Madame Tussauds, the big wheel and some of the other big cathedrals. On day 2, our mission was to go to Buda Castle over the river, but first we stopped for some breakfast in the hotel. The breakfast buffet had nearly everything: croissants, pastries, muffins, breads, jams, fresh fruit, you name it, including a fridge full of delicious smoothies and fresh yogurts. On the hot buffet there was a selection of Lebanese food, as well as bacon, sausages. I opted for some cured meats, some herb sausages and an omelette made to order topped with crispy bacon and a coffee from the coffee machine. And the views of the city are just as impressive by daylight. We're going to head over the main bridge and head up to Buda Castle, which is a bit of a climb. And we're hoping, as it's a nice day, we're going to get some cracking views over the city from up on the top of the castle. And as you can see, the River Danube is a stonker. We're looking forward to a good day of exploring and some good food. Budapest has not disappointed so far. And now we're on the Buda side of the river. There's a couple of routes up to the top, including the cable car, so I think we're going to head up to the right, take the stairs, stretch our legs. It's time to get our steps on. How many steps do you reckon it is? And the answer to that question is a lot. And here we go. And this is level 1, and there's a nice viewpoint from the bridge over the tunnel to check out the view so far. Let's take a look and see what we can see. Pretty stunning so far. I'm looking forward to getting to the top. If you'd rather take the cable car and save your legs, it works out about £10 per person, £5 to £10 per person, about 4,000 huffs. Okay, let's keep going. Get up to the top and check out that viewing platform where we can see the whole city from the top. Nipple. And now we're at the top. We had free access to walk around the castle, as well as going up to the Hungarian presidential offices, which are guarded while the president cracks on with some office work. Once we've taken a look at the presidential offices, we decided to take a gander at the views outside the castle and have a look around the castle. Like I said, we didn't pay anything for this. We just walked around the outside of the castle grounds, which was good enough for us. I believe if you want to, there is a fee to go inside some of the galleries around the castle, but we just took the free option and had a wander around, which still offered up some pretty spectacular views and gave us a glance at ourselves, plus a bit of history of the Hungarian castle and how long it had been there. And after all that climbing and all that walking, it's definitely time to reward ourselves with some refreshments. So we took a gin and tonic and a local beer in the cafe at the top of the castle and overlooked the views, settling into a nice drink. It started getting a bit colder, so coats went on. We decided to go to the right-hand side of the castle and check out the views from over there before we headed down the massive concrete staircase that we could see from outside our hotel. I would imagine, apart from the cable cars, this is the most direct route up and down to the castle. It's lunchtime and it's time to find us some decent Hungarian food. And right outside the castle is this restaurant. It's certainly not the cheapest restaurant, but the food and service are amazing. Foie gras with pineapple, and my wife went for the calamari with the lemon mayonnaise, and then I had a braised ox cheek with vegetables. Super tender and very, very tasty. My wife had the rack of lamb, which we had obviously cooked over barbecue, topped with chimichurri and fries. And our tonka bean brulee was so good, that was the only shot we got of it. And now it's time for the wheel. You can spot the wheel from most parts of Budapest. And the closer we got, the higher it looked. It costs about £10 per person, 4,000 huffs, and you get about 8 minutes.
Are you nervous?
Yes.
It's very high.
Right.
Spider monkey was saying this.
Okay, here we go, moment of truth. We got on the carriage and up we went. Have to tell the truth, I was pretty anxious about this. Didn't think I was worried about heights, but it felt pretty high and it was swinging in the wind.
It's so bloody high. Hold on. I know if
Oh God.
There's nothing like a safety barrier to keep you safe. Oh, look how thick it is.
Oh no, don't even, please don't, because I'm queasy.
I got the cathedral, another cathedral.
Oh, don't. Stop it. Oh look, that's
Stop
the
moving
sky
around.
bar. That's the sky bar, look.
Where?
What's the sky bar?
What have I yet? Oh, that is high.
It's quite high. You're rocking me. Why are you rocking? That motor that we can down there, all where that leads to.
Look, not nice with my feet on it. It's so windy.
You filming yourself or you filming me?
Me.
Good. Go on. Off we go. Why are you talking? Oh, I moved.
Babes, could you
I'm
stop
sorry.
moving?
Sorry.
You're literally, the thing's rocking.
I'm sorry. Look, we are literally right at the top.
There is no spider monkey.
Outside.
Look at that. Is that on my hand, yes? No, don't laugh, nothing. Use your neck like this. And then your body doesn't block the carriage. Alright, you've been up there long enough now, I've seen the view.
I'm getting more comfortable.
We're off to a bar on Glenn's recommendation. And what a recommendation. This bar was super cool. The bar is open till 4 AM, I think, every day, and is a collection of multiple coloured lights, fairy lights, old ruined buildings joined together, and there's little tiny bars spread throughout the whole building. This bar is a collection of old abandoned buildings, all joined together with an amazing mix and match of decor, colours, paints, you name it, you'll probably find it. Plus that, it's massive. It was a Monday night when we went and it was pretty busy and it just stretched on and went further and further back. I think this has to be one of the coolest, best atmospheres in a bar that I've experienced. After a couple of drinks and a good explore, we headed downstairs. It was time to find some local food. So we headed right next door to the left and found this street food alley. It would be amazing if we had more things like this around Portsmouth and the south coast. Unfortunately, not just yet. Good in Bristol, good in London, but not quite hit the south coast yet. We had a good look round. It was quite fast foody, lots of burgers and things like that, which we didn't really fancy. So after an explore, we headed back into the main centre, into Budapest, because I was on the hunt for some goulash. We found this little tuk-tuk bar we were going to try out. It looked pretty quiet inside, so we decided to give it a miss, but it looked cool. For us, Budapest had a real kind of Paris / New York vibe to it, with the yellow taxis flying around and a kind of Paris-y look. The cathedral was really impressive at night time, so we looked for somewhere to eat so we could overlook the cathedral. My wife classically went for picky bits, and I finally found my goulash, which was a perfect after a long day of walking. Today is day 3 and we are checking out the Intercontinental. Today we are heading over to the famous Budapest hot spa, and for this we are checking into a hotel a little bit closer. But before the walk we grabbed some breakfast at Anna's Cafe right in the centre of Pest. I just went for a flat white while I overlooked the busy centre, real European lifestyle, and my wife went for a smoked salmon sandwich with red onion. Very tasty, very fast, and a pigeon kept an eye on us ready to steal our food. And of course, before we left Budapest town centre, I had to try the famous chimney cake. This is famous in Budapest and is like a hand-rolled croissant filled with ice cream and comes with a selection of flavours. I went for the Snickers option. I love a Snickers bar. It's a pretty decent size, so we shared this one. It was delicious, buttery, cold, flaky, very, very tasty. And now I've checked out, it's time to start the walk over to our next hotel, which is about half an hour to 35 minutes walk from the centre of Budapest. Those American vibes really kick in as you see the yellow cabs flying past you in the centre. And this big long street is visible from the top of the wheel at night time. And right at the end of the street you can see Heroes Square, and that is where we're heading. Budapest has a few metros like other cities. After a half an hour walk we found our hotel and managed to cross the busy road. This hotel is also part of the IGH group, like the Intercontinental, and as my wife works within the company, we got another discount on this hotel, or she got the discount, not me. So it was time to check into the hotel, check out our room, put our bags down, and then head off to the spa. A nice spacious hotel, carrying heavy bags through Budapest. We're looking forward to getting up to our room. And nicely on our floor just down there was a spa and a view of Budapest. We weren't sure what to expect after the first hotel, but this hotel was lush. This is the Crown Plaza. Room was very, very spacious. Nice bathroom, bath and shower. Plenty of space, nice views. We got a little sofa on the side there. Nice sized bed with nice firm pillows. And we felt very lucky indeed. The Crown Plaza had left us a bottle of sparkly bubbles on ice, along with a lovely greeted message and a surprise box of chocolates. Surprise! We can see what I think is the Budapest Stadium out of our bedroom window, just over there. And now our bags are down and we've taken a few layers off. It was 19 degrees on this day, so pretty warm. Now we've got a half an hour walk to our spa treatment. Now, if you're going to the hot spring spa in Budapest, my wife found a fantastic deal. So it might sound expensive, but it was €100, so it was about £75 at the time. This included private access to the hot springs, a robe, drinks, a full body massage, a private room, drinks on arrival, water, flip-flops. Great deal. And this is us just walking past Budapest Zoo on the way, oh that's an orangutan, on the way to the spa. And there it is. This bloom was visible from our first hotel, and now it's time to find the entrance into the spa. You've got the main entrance just here. This is where you normally go and you get a little locker, but highly recommend this. Around the back, book it online before you go, is the private members access. And like I say, this was a really good deal for £75. This included your own room, highly recommended, robe, flip-flops. We got escorted like royalty down to the private area. Always a bit scary when you don't know where you're going, but hopefully if you see this video and you are going, you can see where to go. This is the private spa area. Private rooms all down each side. You get 2 beds, towels, flip-flops. This is a great private place to relax if you're going to the spa. They brought us in 2 bottles of sparkling bubbles, apple juice, orange juice, mineral water, sparkling water, and this was our massage booked for free. You also get a hat, but you don't need to wear it in the spa. Towels, robes, and these wristbands give you access to the pools, the spa and the toilets. Flip-flops are required, and then off we go down to the spa. We saw this spa on Race Across the World when Harry from McFly went into it, so we couldn't wait to get in. And it was 28 degrees and it was lush when you get in. And I used the fountain to massage my head and back. They recommend little 20-minute dips when you get too hot, so you can get out, have a rest, and then get back in. Going for our full body massage, they asked me to take everything off and put these on. No comment. You're not allowed to see the massage. But after the massage, we went back to our private room, poured ourselves some fizz and relaxed. In the hot spa, I was going under the water, and then in the double massage, which was massaging my neck. water was squirting out my ears. I didn't know what to do. There is an in-between level, these little rooms you can get changed in, which is a step up from the locker, but I'd recommend the private room. And then at lunchtime, we popped into the cafe and got ourselves a Greek salad, a couple of drinks, and my wife had this oniony bread, which is very oniony. I got a beer, she got a champagne, a little bit expensive. And as the sun went down, we went back into the outdoor pool, which felt very special and a real treat. You can see the steam coming off the pool when you get into it. This swimming pool in the middle, you can do laps in, but it's not as hot as the two-end spas. And the spa does have 15 indoor spas. With the private access, you also get access to your own toilets. We found the indoor spas a little bit stinky, so we stayed away from those. And as we left the spa after a relaxing day, we found this amazing looking illuminated castle that would not look out of place on the live action Frozen movie. With time on our hands, we wandered over for a closer look. Carefully crossing the road because the traffic's on the wrong side. And look at that, how dazzling and special does that look? Big moat going around the outside.
Stunning.
There's a little restaurant just down to the left-hand side, but it was empty, so we didn't go in. But it was free entry and free to walk around and explore. This was a super impressive, pretty building. And it just gets better as you walk into the centre of the courtyard. If you go back out the way you came in. We tried to sneak around the back. It was super spooky. The lights dimmed. We walked along the side of the moat trying to get out, but it was blocked off at the end. And when we got home and watched Race Across the World, this patch of water to the left is actually an ice rink that's available to go ice skating on in the winter months.
I can see people, which is a good sign.
And the only way out for us was this concrete strip going across the moat, so we tight roped it across to find our way out and get back to the land and back to the road. Looking on the right side, it gave us another view of the castle, illuminated from the ground and the moat up. And there's nothing quite like a secret escape. Thank God we could find it, otherwise we'd have to walk all the way back around and gone out the main entrance.
Saved the long walk round.
And neither of us fell in, which is a bonus.
It saved the long walk round.
And now onto Hero Square. This is kind of like Trafalgar Square for Budapest.
Hero Square.
And it's very impressive.
Home of the hero.
In the centre is the large column, and around the outside are large statues of what are probably Hungarian heroes from the past. And on the right hand side is the art museum for Budapest. I would say this is a must visit. Even if you're in Budapest, walk down the long road and you'll find this at the end of the long road, the art gallery, the large column and all the statues around the outside. So glad we found it and so glad the weather was good. And now it's time to have the half an hour walk back to our hotel. We are relaxed and very tired. And even though we're tired, of course, there's always time to look at a shopping centre. This is the West Quay equivalent in Budapest. We had a quick look around. Food court downstairs, lots and lots of branded shops, and then back to the hotel. You can get access to the hotel from the shopping centre, but we're too tired to look for it. To try and give ourselves some energy, we hit 2 espresso martinis, didn't touch the sides, and we were given some local cured meats and cheeses, some breads, and then my main course with this slow cooked ox cheek with crispy vegetables, parsnip mash, with this big slab of like sweet potato with almond butter, and Hayley opted for this salmon and chip dish. Just outside the Crown Plaza is the train station for Budapest, so a great place to stay if you're going to the train station or using the train station. Crown Plaza, very nice. It was time for us to get a cab and head back to the airport to fly home after our epic journey. Our plane was delayed by an hour, so we sat down and enjoyed, well, we had a full English breakfast, but the eggs were semi-raw. You could see the top. Blech. But all in all, Budapest, what a great journey, great flight, great food.